Today we're going to talk about the secret to convincing potential coaching clients they need your coaching. One of the biggest problems a lot of coaches have is they get leads and coming in and people wanting their coaching, but then they don't buy. They're like, I'm going to think about this. I'm going to talk to my bartender. I got to, pray about it. Call me back. I like what you're doing. I'm broke. I'm this, I'm that, I'm this. Tomorrow, whatever, right? Everything but yes, here you go. Let's do this. And so what I want to do is I want to explain to you some strategies on how to fix this before they talk to you, because there's always a place to make the call better, that kind of thing. But there's also, you need to make sure that the people are set up better so that they are ready for what you have when you actually have your call. So what I want to share with you is 3 secrets, and the third one is the most important. So let's get into it. The first thing you need to do is you need to be seen as the only option, okay? And I'm going to explain to you how to do this. But again, remember, most coaches continually make the mistake of fixing the call. They lower their price. They play objection whack-a-mole. They try harder, close harder. Here's the secret. Coaches don't like to be salespeople, right? You didn't become a coach to sell. You became a coach to help people to, use your expertise, to live a good life, the money, all that kind of stuff, not to be a salesperson, okay? So you want at least 1 out of 3, 1 out of 2 people to move forward on your call, and you want to have an enrollment call. And the first way to do that is we have to have you seen as the only option. How do we do that? Well, there's a number of ways to make that happen, and they're not that complicated. The first thing we want to do is we want to create some sort of indoctrination process for your ideal client from the time they book the call till the time they talk to you. Let's say it's 2 days. Let's say they book a call on a Tuesday, they talk to you on a Thursday. In between that time, you've got to have more than just the auto notifications going out saying your call is booked with so-and-so, your call is booked, your call. That stuff doesn't work. So what I suggest you try is we need to have some sort of mechanism that gets them to a page, and on that page is a story about you, how amazing you are, client testimonials, and then some videos that the videos are designed to clear out your ideal client's objections before they come on the call. Because if you can shift their belief system, you won't have as many objections. So what are the objections? It's stuff like, well, I don't need to do it now. Well, okay, if that's the biggest objection, well, how do we clear that out? We need to create a video on talking about why this is so urgent, why it's so important, that type of thing. Does that make sense? And so you're going to create this indoctrination process. You're going to drive people to it when they book a call before they talk to you in that time period. And we're going to get them indoctrinated in a good way to a place where they're like, oh my gosh, you are so right. I have to do this. It's the first thing we're going to do. The second thing we need, now, again, remember, this is before they talk to you. We need multiple touch points. Now, one of the biggest problems a lot of coaches do, I work with mainly coaches who are transitioning. They're not getting enough clients from organic and word of mouth and stuff like that, so they flip the ads on. They turn their Facebook ads on, and they're driving people mainly from an ad to basically a calendar to their page to book a call, to the About Me page, all that kind of stuff, and it's not working, okay? And so what you need to do is, number 2, you need to realize you need multiple touch points. Okay, so how do we do before they talk to you and before they book a call? So what do we do? Well, ideally, I'm going to give you some strategies right now of what to do. The first thing we want to do is we need to give them something to consume, okay? They have to consume more of your stuff, but it has to be strategic. If you just give people a bunch of free trainings, they're just going to get overwhelmed. I mean, they don't need just more stuff, right? They have a lot to do. More stuff's not going to fix the problem, is it? So what we want to do is we want to give them some strategy. So what we're going to do is I recommend getting them into an evergreen automated webinar that starts about every 15 minutes. That's like 45, 50 minutes long. That's helping engage them, building a relationship with them, getting them to know you. Okay, and then they can book a call at the end of that webinar, and a lot will, all right? It's the first thing we're going to do, and we're going to do that, in a strategic way that gets them to buy. The second thing you're going to want to do is have strategic follow-up emails designed to eliminate their limiting beliefs on wanting to work with you. Those emails are going to go out to everybody on your list, and then those are going to get them to book a call. And the third thing is you want to retarget people. This is a great strategy, and what happens on retargeting is Anybody who's hit your registration page, your web page, all that kind of stuff, you can run an ad on Facebook to only target those people. It's called a remarketing, and you can do it for like $2 a day, $3 a day. Super cheap, super easy to do. So that's what we need. So then we're getting out of the multiple touch points. And guess what? Everything I just told you, it's automated. You set it up and it just works, right? Through artificial intelligence, through autoresponders and stuff like that. So that's the beauty of it. You don't have to do a lot. Same with the indoctrination stuff in step one. All of this, once you do it right, is completely automated, and then you just get more people into the system. Now let's talk about the third thing we need to do, and this is the most important, that will set you up as the only option and get people to want to buy and without convincing them, really. Before I get to that, I want you to do one important thing. What I need you to do is hit the subscribe button on this video. It should be above it or below it or somewhere. Here's why it's so important. I create a ton of new trainings regularly, and they're obviously free here on YouTube. And the benefits of these videos is I've spent almost $3 million over the last 3 years getting coaching clients using Facebook ads. Over the last, more years, I've coached over 1,300 coaches. And what I do here on YouTube is I give you all the stuff that we're testing, working on, that we've perfected, that we know works. I'm just giving it to you for free over here. The problem is if you don't hit the subscribe button, you're not going to get notified of all the upcoming videos that I have. And we pump out a lot of videos because we're doing a lot of stuff. And you never know which videos and which strategies we're giving you for free might be the exact video you need to take your business to the next level. So hit the subscribe button now. All right. Third thing we need to do is we need to sell them out of their pain, not into their pleasure. Coaches screw this up all the time, and it's very detrimental. Nobody's buying themselves into more awesomeness, okay? What does that mean? Well, here's the problem. What a lot of coaches do is they get somebody on a call and they're like, hey, here's how this is going to help you. Here's how my coaching program is going to be the best thing that you've ever done. Listen to all the things we've done. Look at all my testimonials. Or they start selling, explaining why this is going to prevent future problems. This is going to prevent you from, health issues or relationship issues or whatever it is you're coaching them on, right? They're selling prevention and awesomeness. Here's the problem with selling prevention and awesomeness. Nobody's buying it, okay? People don't buy prevention, okay? What the people who are going to give you the money and move forward in your coaching program are buying themselves out of something, okay? Out of a major problem. So it might be a mindset issue, a relationship, whatever it is. What is the biggest problem they're buying themselves out of? At the end of your enrollment call, they're going to make a decision. Is it more expensive to leave this call, or is it more expensive to work with you? Okay, so basically they're going to be like, look, this isn't as big of a deal. I'm going to go, and the pain's not that bad. So what you have to strategically do is show them by the end of the call, the cost of staying where they are is like this big, and the cost of working with you is like this. So if your coaching program is $5,000, you need to show them strategically the cost of not moving forward is like $50,000. Now, here's the thing. It doesn't have to be financial. In a lot of non-business markets, the cost is a lot more, and it's all relational, spiritual, health, physical, all that kind of stuff, right? So the cost, what is that cost? And you're going to help extract that cost and then help them understand the price they're paying to stay where they are. If they leave this call is like that, and your 5K coaching program is like this. Does that make sense? And so that's what you have to do. And the more you do that, the more they're going to see it's the only option. The more they're going to want to work with you. They've been through multiple touch points. Clients are going to start moving forward. It only makes sense, right? I hope you like this. Now, here's what I have for you. I have a special video or a webinar coming up called the 300-word ad method and snowball system I use to scale my coaching business to multiple millions of dollars. Now, it's a very important webinar where I'm going to show you exactly why right now Facebook is the single best place, in my opinion, to get coaching clients starting on a small budget, and how the artificial intelligence is doing a better job than ever before at finding buyers. I'm going to show you exactly how it works, why it's automated, what to do, how to find your dream clients using Facebook ads, how to get started right away, how to know what's going to work and what's not going to work, the biggest mistakes coaches are making, how to avoid those mistakes, and a whole bunch of more. So what you need to do is you need to click in the link in the description or in the pinned post and click on that link and go over to that page and get registered for it. We will see you over there.